Hello everybody. Here we are, just 5 days from the election, the inauguration, and it really makes me homesick. Because what Mardi Gras is to New Orleans, the inauguration is to Washington, D.C. It is just a great scene. The last time I felt this horribly homesick was when homesick for Washington D.C. When Al Gore gave up the fight, and he came out of the old executive office building, and there were crowds of people there applauding him and cheering for him, and it was just such a sad, poignant moment. Get down from there. No, Maxwell. You little stinker doodle. You're interrupting what I'm trying to do. You leave those kitties alone. I worry about that hole in the screen. Look at that. Well, maybe Robin and I should get some big paper clips. Big large-sized baby pins, and put those across that hole. Because I'm afraid he's going to tear it open with his tiny little claws. And we've discussed this before. That's not a pretty fall, even for a cat. Especially if he lands in that shit, that razor wire. I shudder at the thought. Or if he landed on one of those pieces of rebar sticking up. It's just too horrible to think about. So it's a quiet day on the corner. Thank goodness for small mercies. I'm wondering when this guy is going to get his cease and desist letter, or if he's already gotten it and he's just ignoring it. But according to my friend Doug, well, he's not my friend, he's my public servant at Tom LaBonge's office, who was supposed to be clearing up this mess. You know, I don't mind, but when you shine this fucking light in my apartment windows, and then I have to listen to these revelers carrying on with their loud music and their giggly girls who are just a little bit too tipsy. It's bullshit, and I hate it. They're coming up from the clubs, and if they can have a good time at the clubs, and if the city hasn't provided adequate parking for them, too bad. Maybe they're trying to give them a hint. Take the subway. There are 3 subways right along, well, there are 2, Hollywood and Vine and Hollywood and Highland. That should meet all the needs of Party Town Hollywood. Because there's sections of Hollywood that are completely residential. Who are these big goombas? I like to use the word goomba just to describe anybody who seems like a good old boy. I know it's Italian for just good. For good old boy, or a mensch, as they would say in Yiddish. So I've got so many doctor's appointments, and I got sort of caught up in this rant about USC, and I had to retape. There's that poor lady who screams and carries on. And I want y'all to know, my viewers and listeners, that even though I record that woman, I also, every now and then, I do give her handouts, 5 here, or maybe even I even gave her a 10 for Christmas, you know, around the Christmas season. And, you know, you're like, how dare you, Russell? Well, you know, she's going to do her gig whether she gets money or not. And I just, you know, don't want this area to become too highbrow. So I want it to become known as a place that's not too beggar unfriendly. You know, it's a delicate balance, you know. I mean, Hollywood should have a certain amount of bums. And people think that when I video the bums and the crazies that I'm exploiting them, but no, I'm celebrating them. Anyway, that being said, I'm reaching my limit, and I'm going to let you guys go. And hugs and kisses, and thanks for coming by.